the sides are also safe, and it's easier to get from the sides into the tower.
Right. So left side, back or side.
Doesn't matter. It's whichever side. Whichever side you can get to.
Okay.
That way you're also claiming which tower you're going to get for the second one. And it's only while the buff is up that you need to get towers. Otherwise it's the tag's problem.
Yep. First 2 towers.
Let's use it.
Green orb.
My bad.
Big heal. Nope, you're good. Stack with Konada. Stack with Konada. Stack with Konada. There we go.
Bad.
Orbs up. Alright, we're gonna skip the next mechanic. Still gonna be a Tank Buster though.
This is the part where I ruin 3.
You're like, I'm not gonna waste a whatever thing on this.
Literally anything. A Fester, a Bahamut. Oh, thank you.
Here you get overhealed because I want to keep my tick going. Orange.
Match your color.
I'll get right tower.
One for those green balls. At the towers. Then match colors again. And then Earthshakers after this.
Right.
Heals, go right, DPS go left. Run it out until the tether turns purple.
Thanks for reminding me.
Alright, now stay away from the tank. Spread out from each other.
Oops. Shit. My bad.
I'll get her.
That is... Okay.
I was trying to run away from you. You just kept following me!
I'm sorry!
Anyway.
Get to D. Get to D. Wait for it, now get out. Don't be in those green balls when you get knocked back. Okay. Earthshakers. And that was going to be the chest lasers and spikes. Always move after the green flash on the floor.
Go ahead.
Alright, then after this, get to the front. It's going to be knockback and then adds. And then kill.
Ah!
I got it.
Alright, just DPS the boss for a while. There's going to be another set of spikes. Spikes move, and then after this, we're going to get into the little wind thing once his arm comes down. Alright, and again, the wind thing. Alright, and then we just repeat that phase. Same mechanics, same order. Starting with a spike. Alright, now we're going to get our colors. And get to the side, matches the color. Orange and towers, green to the front. Get in the tower, if you're orange. And then another set of colors. And then Earthshaker tethers. And spikes. Alright, and then there's chest lasers.
Standing up.
Oh, just what?
And then we
oh,
get to
it was,
D.
It was during the buff. Debuff.
Yep, debuffs out at that point. Get to D. Wait for the pulse. Go over. Ah!
I didn't know if the resurrecting person got the spike. Probably should have just ate it.
Yep. Alright. Lasers. lasers, and spike. Powers. And get the knockback with the adds. Melee LB the wind
He's not
add.
in here, I assume. But he heard you.
Or saw Slentas.
Yeah.
Nope, we're dead. We're dead.
Also, probably would have died for
Probably, but I live on Avant.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
colors. Powers and tethers. Powers. Colors. Alright. Don't take towers anymore.
Right.
Earthshakers. And spikes. And lasers. Spread out. And towers for tanks. Now we get to D. Move. Earthshakers, and then woo!
What was that?
That was an Onavant or something. Oh,
It was a Hell's
Spikes.
Egress.
spikes and powers. And then we get up front, and there's gonna be a knockback and adds. Powers and spikes. Spikes. Free DPS time. Spikes. Colors. Powers, I'll take the left tower. Feathers. Powers. And then colors. And then get to D. Oh, sorry, Earthshakers. And spikes. Alright, then shooty shoot, spread out. Powers for tanks. And colors doesn't matter, we get to D. Move.
Oh, I got stomped.
Takers.
I'll get him.
And then spread out, and then spikes. Powers for tanks. I don't have much of a cooldown for this one. That's fine. Alright. Gonna get front, have adds. Knockback. Spikes.
Ooh.
Give me another spikes. And then we can just kill it. Probably. No, I'm not gonna risk it. I have fear.
0.2%.
I appreciate the dedication, though.
No fear.
The 2 melees.
I appreciate it.
Oh my
Those
god.
that is correct. That's the 2 that should have.
It's, I am saluting. I'm saluting you.
Well, it's better than if I had died there.
Alright, time to fail Foe Hallows again.
I think this is my first time ever clearing an Unreal.
Ooh, I found the treasure chest.
Let's see.
Although, I might not find the daggers, now that I think about it. Oh, lucky me. I found the daggers. I had one chance to fail, because I'm like, let me just click and grab this chest while I have a chance. That was not the correct move. I fucking found the commander! Holy shit! It's a perfect board! Oh,
You did it.
oh, I did
I
it.
need to figure out how this works now.
I beat the odds.
See,
Always pick
got it.
for the blades first. You want to.
Yes.
You have to get them the first time.
Yeah, find the spot that has the most overlap of any 2x3 possible location.
I'm holding 15 out of 1,000. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean.
That's how many. That's your currency for buying shit.
Okay.
But you got them, right?
Right.
You got the blades. Did you find
No,
a
no.
chest?
So I need to figure out the largest overlap of 2x3s.
You
Yeah.
absolutely have to get the 2x3 blades. So
I have-
just play the odds, right?
Okay, I have only 2 places that have 2x3s, so
Right. So
Yep.
once you uncover any one square, you can tell where the whole thing is because of just
Yeah,
design.
you can see from the picture the orientation. It could be rotated.
okay, I got it on my first try. On
Good.
Okay, so I'll
Now, the
open
rest of
that
it-
up.
Usually, you go for the 2x2
Mm-hmm.
if you have
Okay.
extra guesses.
But if you fail 2 guesses, you can no longer get the 2x2.
Right.
So at that point, you just want to pick random squares where the 2x2 couldn't be, in the chance that there's a commander there.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, that's an empty space. Oh, okay, I found a gift.
Nice.
And so I got 2 out of the 3.
And it'll tell you if the commander's even on the board. So
Yeah, the
lots of
commander
times-
was not even on the board, so I got everything that I could.
Nice.
I have earned a retelling.
Yep, that's why we're going to go in there and kill it again.
So, the second time, obviously that's from getting the blades, but like the second time, it's probably still good to go for the blades. But
Go
Yeah,
for
you-
the 2x2 first.
Yeah. Find the 2x2. If you have 6 guesses left over, go for the blades. If you have fewer than 6 guesses left over, guess randomly.
Okay.
And hope that the commander's there, and hope you find him.
Yep.
I mean, you can usually find the blades and then look for the gift.
Mm-hmm. And the blades will often help show you where the gift is not. Right? Because you're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I know where these other 5 squares are not the gift.
My first board had 3 2x3s overlapping.
Yeah, I think the one square that I guessed was the only place on the board that the blades could be.
Nice. That's a very lucky configuration.
Okay, so I have to ask a question here. So the only person that actually needs to face out is the person that has the marker, right?
No one, you don't need to face any direction. You just need to
Okay.
not stand on top of the tank.
Okay,
You need to make it so that I don't get hit by it,
cool.
or that I have a space that I can move to. Also, if not to toot my own horn too much, but you're really lucky that I'm tanking, because I've done this on healers, and there's just so many tanks that take those tank busters raw. It is.
I don't think it's tooting your own horn. It's just that I think I appreciate a tank that does his mitigations.
Like, other tanks would literally just die there. Would just get hit by that second thing, just go splat. Green orb.
I don't understand how there's always like 5 people going on whatever side I pick.
It's like, I'll choose a different side. They all go that way.
I've been going to the same spot every time.
I appreciate you, Tam.
I've just kind of been running like a headless chicken every time that happens. I'm like, I gotta figure out where to go after I kind of get out.
Like, I'll do it for several times in a row, and then I'll switch, and it's like suddenly there's 5 people over there. That also seems to happen every time I do this. almost didn't get that energy.
Oh, that feels the worst when you're just like, well, guess that's just 2 festers I lost.
I tried to catch him, but I'm just not tall enough.
Colors.
I'll get the right tone.
I think it's safe. You just gotta get the very. Oh, it's huge. It's fine.
I was just more worried about your tether not being taken off, but I guess it'll eventually happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earthshakers. And spikes.
Ah!
They're
Yeah,
surprisingly thin.
Gotta spread.
Powers.
Hang towers, right?
Yes. Get on D. When you get knocked south. Don't get knocked at a weird angle.
Okay.
Southeast. No, this way.
Yeah, otherwise you'll get knocked through one of those bubbles.
Wow, Surecast does not mitigate that.
Nope,
Okay.
not at all.
Lessons learned.
Alright, Earthshakers and spikes. Oh, sorry, no spikes this time. It's these laser
Spike
beams
now.
and spikes. And then towers.
Right, it was healer is going to right on the Shriekers. Now I remember.
And get ready for the knockback. And towers. Ow! That fucking hurt.
I got him.
Big heals on Nell. Big heals on Nell. Move. Spikes.
Oh, really?
I'll get him.
Make sure someone's in that tower. Make sure someone's in that tower. Colors again. And then shakers. Spikes coming up. Alright, spread out. Tank towers. That's D. Wait for the pulse. Go.
I got him.
And spread. And spikes. And towers. Alright, knockback and adds. And towers. And spikes.
Oh, it's damage downs now.
Heals, spikes.
Definitely play it safe.
Badge.
1% enraged.
1%.
Bathroom real quick.
Do you think that we would be able to see the floor if Salenta does the LB? Because the ads are not getting hit by the LB at all.
That is not my problem. So I don't ask other people.
It's
As
gonna
long as-
call out the move.
I mean, as long as you remember that there's a spike going on about 6 seconds after the ads come up.
That's not zero.
Can we tank the ads closer to the boss too, so I can AOE
Yeah,
the boss?
if the wind ad is done, then we should be tanking the ads on the boss, so you can hit the boss with your AOE.
Even if the wind net isn't done, like you don't have time to like pull them all the way over there anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Just take them at the boss.
And we have to hop into our towers pretty quickly. I need to just save vengeance for the ads every time, because every time I die, it's the tower plus the ads.
I think it's pretty spicy. A lot of AoE.
You want Salenta to do it?
Yeah, let's try it. Just keep in mind there's going to be an you have to move at some point.
And a 66% chance the tower won't get taken.
Well, nothing. Also, just stand in the tower.
This is true.
Oh well, we can't stand in the tower because there's a spike going on.
Okay,
But we can, yeah, we can do laps inside the tower.
Pretty big spike.
Does this require me to know anything? I don't know what sort of discussion was happening.
Oh, it's just gonna be a different LB that's gonna make the floor hard to see.
Okay.
But at least it's not a red mage.
Ow. That's scary damage. I don't have anything.
Hello.
Hi, sorry I got here as quick as I could.
Well, thank you for getting here as quick as you can. That's all we ask. And if you need some time to unwind, we're finishing up this Sephiroth run.
Emergency maintenance.
It's later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just made some easy mac. So.
What happened?
I got punched for damage.
Oh, I got punched for like 2 million damage.
Was it something I said?
It's the fact that we're talking.
I only got punched for 70,000 damage.
That's true. It's just higher HP bar.
Just saying.
This is fine.
Okay.
Paying attention.
We'll live, right?
Might see an orb. Oh.
Ooh.
Is there a term for what's about to happen here? Like an enhanced opener, right? Where you've got all your gauges filled and everything?
Nail phase?
Reopener?
Like, cause they're even stronger than our original opener for subclasses.
Yeah.
I mean, I get a triple Communio, so
Like, Black Mages is pretty big, but I guess Black Mage isn't that bursty overall. Anyway, so.
Yeah.
And like 2 extra Festers is neat, but it's not like game changing.
Well, okay, so if you can get it, your summons are higher average DPS than your normal thing. So if you do if you spend your Bahamut phase, but then don't do any of the summons, and then you do summon, filler, summon, filler, summon, filler, Bahamut, or whatever, that is actually like the highest burst DPS that you can do.
Interesting.
Particularly if you're not losing out on your timing windows by doing that. Right? Like if you can summon Bahamut or whatever, and then like spend some of that like downtime when the boss is untargetable.
Alright. D.
Wrap.
D. Just eat the Dem
Oh
Crown.
my god. This again.
We should not be talking about a fight we're failing at. I'll get him.
Earthshakers. Alright. Spread and spikes. I had to use Vengeance. I will not have it for the ads. Get to D. Big heals on Nell. Spikes.
I heard spikes and I still failed. I'm so dumb.
Don't worry about it.
I can get him.
Spikes. Spikes coming up. Colors.
I'll get right to it.
Earthshakers. And spikes. Spread out. I get to D. Move. Earthshakers, then spread and spikes. Get to the front. It's gonna be the knockback. The ads. Yeah, that DPS is a lot better this time. Alright, watch out for the spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was clean. Alright. So Nell, I don't suppose you want to clear P success. You get locked out or whatever.
Ball commander.
Did you find the commander?
No. I'm looking for the NPC fall commander.
Oh. Thank you. Does anyone know a tank?
So I want to look for the sword or to look for the blades, but not open it this time.
I mean, try to find the 2x2, and if you find the swords in the process, you can eliminate where, like, the 2x2 can't be. And then once you've collected the 2x2, if you have enough to finish the swords, do that before randomly looking for the commander.
Screw you, Commander. Screw you! Guess where it was? One box to the right of what I picked.
Yeah, he was
Always.
on top for me too.
Always. They place it there after the fact.
Okay. So is there a possibility that the blade doesn't appear as well?
No, the
Blade
blade's
is always there.
Oh,
Blades
can
are
it?
100% the box or present. One or the other is 100%.
Can it also lie down sideways?
It can be rotated.
Okay. Well, I found the treasure. The coffer. Okay, that's one.
Who were we with last night? Let's check. Player search? No. Player info. Contacts. I knew it was like something that makes no sense. Like contacts. This is not contact list. These are the list of people who you've had personal contact with that we're doing contact tracing.
Po Kung Fury.
It wasn't Churro XX. That was normal mode. Savage. Po Kung Fury.
Yep.
Hyperion.
Should've just asked him last night.
Yeah, well, I thought we were gonna, but we didn't. Did they leave the server? Is the real question. Let me check the robot spam channel.
They're still here.
What is
Commander
this?
was not here.
What is this RSP list thing that I guess I turned off the it's in a different channel.
Okay, well, I guess I'll jump off as well. Have fun with Savage, guys.
Thank you.
Good night.
If you want to ask, what's her name? Oh, Lapin and her tank friend. I can always dip and get carried tomorrow with Kane.
If you are looking to, well, let's see how things go first.
I am just offering it if we want to try to do people we know before wading into the dark waters of Party Finder.
I think we have different levels of success depending on which role we're looking for. Pugging a healer is awful, but pugging a DPS is like whatever.
Pugging a DPS is fine. I feel like pugging a tank is a mixed bag, especially if you're healing.
Yeah.
If I have to hear my HP is getting low one more time, it's like, I'm aware your HP is going down. You are a tank. That is what your HP does.
That's why I don't ever look at it.
I just turned it off. Like, who needs to have an HP bar? Says the canonical liar.
I have 2 states, alive and dead.
So you're
Wait, no.
saying you're dead 50% of the time.
Schrodinger's Tam.
If you take meaning that having 2 states means that I'm equally in both of the states, yes.
Aren't we all about half dead inside?
It's definitely those percentages are clearly changing over time. If my feelings have any bearing on that.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I have 3 states. Dead, alive, and wish I was dead.
Isn't that just a subset of alive?
Yeah, you're still alive when you're pushing.
Yeah, but that's alive with the damage down.
I'm trying to invite this tank to our party, but they just aren't responding.
Wow.
So, place over here?
He's on.
Alright, well I guess we can just go into Party Finder unless there's some dire objection. Oh yeah. I should not go in as a tank.
That would give people the wrong impression.
Yeah, it's the new triple tank strat.
God, what would they have to do to make that make any sense?
I don't think there's any scenario where that makes sense.
Well, it'd have to be pretty convoluted. Like keeping an ad separate from each other, like prevents them from getting a damage down debuff that they would normally get with a regular comp. Like, there's 3 ads and you have to kill one of them and then separate the other 2. Let's see.
I mean, that sounds like the kind of shit they do in Alliance Raid. And then 2 of the tanks still never turn on tank stance.
Like, it could definitely be a thing, but you'd have to think you have to try pretty hard. I think that if there's a problem with it, no matter what you do. Okay, so here's what it'd have to be. You'd have to have like 4 ads where normally each tank would take 2, and they would still give each other like a damage down debuff, but you would you could split them up. By splitting them up further, you prevent them from getting any damage down at all. But if they also give each other attack up, which is why you can't just do 3 in 1. Or it would kill the tank. But people would find some way to like cheese it with like LB or just using your invuln. And like at the end of the day, your party's still DPS output limited. The crops are dry.
No.
My ground is barren.
No. Do a rain dance.
I think it'll be faster if I just turn on the hose.
Probably.
What do the landmarks even do? Do they do anything?
They look pretty.
Okay.
You can go play in the treehouse or something, or soak in the bath.
You can craft an otter fountain if you spend like a week of your life just grinding it.
I mean, they didn't tell me they did anything, so I assumed that they didn't do anything, but like there's a lot of tutorials for this, and it's like this does that and that does this. These landmarks, you can make them.
There's tutorials. I don't know if I want to go to my island. It's like I get enough tutorials in other games.
It's really just the only one that's at all interesting is with the market board. Is the market thing that you do.
Oh, the thing where you're
The workshop stuff.
where you're basically playing a mobile game, a mobile city builder game. With real world timers and everything.
Ooh, I caught the buffalo.
And apparently Pokemon Snap or something? Maybe not Pokemon Snap.
It's like big fishing, but for land animals. And you can see them. And
Shit
only
people
have to
who
use
play
them
video
once.
games say.
I mean, when you're fishing, you can't see the fish you're fishing in real life either, usually.
It's true. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go spend a little bit of resin while this fills.
I gotta do my scratch offs.
Sound like someone's chain smoking ant. Gotta make it down to the bar and get your scratches.
I'm glad though that they have this little selected preset workshop thing though. This would otherwise be incredibly frustrating and tedious. It's already more that I'm interested in doing. But
Now, see, this is a thing that if the Final Fantasy XIV companion app wasn't just a complete dumpster fire, like, it would be perfect for them to integrate, right? Like, during the day, you can log in on the companion app and, like, check your island sanctuary and, like, resend your things and restock your whatevers.
You want the companion app to be useful?
To be not a dumpster fire, exactly. Collect and resend your retainers. You could water crops. I guess that would also be on my list of if I got somehow hired by Square Enix to work on Final Fantasy XIV, like top of the list of pet projects that I would start devoting resources to. Like, the reason why people don't use the companion app has nothing to do with whatever bullshit reasoning you think it is. It's because it sucks. People don't use things that suck, especially if you have to pay money for it.
But I got another retainer.
Yeah, I don't need it anymore. Now
I
I'm
know,
like,
right? Actually,
maybe I should stop paying for it.
I might do that. That's a good idea. Oh, except I use it to, fish for me.
Oh yeah, I mostly use it for
Shoot.
the second saddlebags.
On that too, damn it.
I put all of my raid tokens in there and all of my materia, like dendro clusters or whatever.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm not at my computer, so let me know if somebody fills. We were definitely on page 2.
P5 would have filled up quickly, but P6 definitely.
Yeah, especially since it's not a duty complete. It's a clear party.
At least we're not pugging a hero though. 'Cause that's when we might be waiting for a long time.
And then cursing ourselves, being like, better off just not playing the game. Well, I think I'm done spending any resources on Dory, so I guess I'm just gonna farm artifacts again.
Yeah.
So far, the characters in 3.0 are like 0 for 2. Sorry, 0 for 3. Forgot the free one. Dendro Traveler's kind of okay.
Dendro Traveler is not good because Dendro Traveler is good. Dendro Traveler is just the best Dendro character so far.
Yes. Almost certainly going to get replaced by Nahida.
Well, Nahida will be better, but I don't know if it'll be I have no idea what she's gonna play like, so.
I don't even know what weapon she has. I would be unsurprised if it were Catalyst. But they could surprise me. They've had completely nonsensical weapon choices in the past, so.
Nahida should be a melee Catalyst just like Hazel.
Like, maybe it'll end up being like, well, if we think of the Archons, so far the Archons have been bow, spear, and spear with a giant asterisk next to it. So I guess they're not trying to, like, spread them out in any particular way.
She'll probably be bow or sword.
Oh, you don't need a third bow dendro user.
That's true.
I'm hoping catalyst.
And she looked, yeah, she might be a catalyst. So that would be perfectly believable. Because I do have a hard time imagining her with a sword.
Well, I mean, maybe like Chi-Chi, right? Like that size sword. But yeah, it doesn't like fit her personality if such a thing existed. Well, I have an HP crown with crit attack and crit. I think that's actually useful for someone. Alright, maybe it's just me, but sometimes I use Kazuha's ult, and then I clear whatever whatever dungeon I'm in, but I'm too scared to walk out of his ult. Because I'm afraid I'm just going to fall off the platform.
I don't know why they made it so hard to see outside of it. It is definitely a little awkward.
Are you talking about 5S?
No, we're talking about in Genshin.
Oh.
There's a character who causes a little tornado, but there's like a wall around it for some reason.
Yeah, you can't see out of it when you're inside. Alright, this is a decent hat. Crit damage hat, crit rate, elemental mastery, attack, and flat HP. As long as you don't roll flat HP 5 times in a row.
Oh, I captured the Dodo of Paradise.
Dodo of Paradise, does it tap for mana?
It does not.
Oof. Return it.
That was actually a pretty fun magic card that they made in one of the like modern masters sets or whatever it was. Ornithopter of Paradise. A flying 0/2 that taps for any color of mana.
Fuck yeah, I'd take that. Cost 0 to play?
No, it does not cost 0. Cost 3. But you know, for someone running an artifact deck, that's still
Make it a 0/1. I'll pay 2 for that.
天理长驱，
别担心，
可叹落叶飘零。
Oh god, how do you bard?
Alright, step 1 is you get Bard Music Player, and step 2 is you load a MIDI file, and step 3 is you stand in Limsa Laminsa right next to the Aetherite, so that people must hear you.
That was great. That almost all of my nets.
So it was a net loss. I'm just imagining you screaming, "Why are you like this?"
I have 4 chances. Because the island stag is coming.
无速之客，拒收必去，天动万象。
Oh, I just realized these are all island does.
明也，夜明，
So he's the one male deer on this island.
It's a stag show.
Yeah, he's got it made. I think the same thing happens with the owl goats, or whatever they are. There's like one Billy.
Oh, hey, I did catch him. Nice. Well, I took him, so have fun, ladies.
The buck stops here.
安如磐石。
别担心，
I do allow conjugal business, though.
是你啊，审美流双灭。
This one was like maybe half awake. Like that last statement was the only part of that conversation that I got.
后会有期。
That means you missed, like, at least 3 grown tier puns.
We care if it's one chest?
I mean, it's still only our second
Oh.
raid day.
Hello.
I mean, why would he... Did we say?
Yeah, good point.
Somebody messaged me, but I can't message them because someone's seen Enraged, they're only item level 610. I mean, I put it at 611 because everyone should be able to get that with just a, you know, thing, but I don't care.
Tanks.
Whatever.
The tank can probably take it, actually.
Let me go to Limsa Liminsa.
Get there before maintenance.
What is it? The Crossworld is getting maintenance?
No, those areas. Limsa, lower decks. One side, I forget which one, and then like New Gridania, like so wherever the ether rates are.
So yeah, it's effectively server transfer.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I didn't realize it was only for 15 minutes, too. But yeah. He left, so I guess if you got somebody, let's invite him and go.
Placeholder. I have a measurement related horror story for you.
Okay.
I assume you are familiar with the Eppendorf pipette.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got a few new sets in the lab. So we got a new P200, measures up to 200 microliters. I picked it up off the bench today, and the display for where it tells you how much you're pulling up just said 999.
It's like a crit.
It's an undergrad crit.
Oh, yeah. Let me get out of Limsa Liminsa. This place is toxic to begin with, but I don't want to be accidentally in it during maintenance.
That's a deep pull.
Yeah.
The thickest pull.
The top knob wouldn't even turn anymore. I have no idea how they got it all the way to 999. I'm kind of impressed, but also these are literally like 2 weeks old.
I mean, what are they like? For 200 megabytes, it's only like 320-ish a piece, right?
Yeah.
350.
It's not bad. Yeah, I got a new set and it was like, I think we paid like 1,200 for the set.
Yeah, I have made it a point that I don't calibrate pipettes anymore because they're such a tedious pain in the ass. I send them all up to
Yeah.
the Dallas office for them to do them up there instead. Like, they tried to send the pipette balance that we use to calibrate them down to me. I was like, nah, I'm good. You guys can keep it up there. I don't want it.
They included the stuff I need to do calibration, like in the box they came in, and I was like, absolutely not.
It's
I will pay
never
somebody
worth
to do
money.
this for me.
Yeah. I mean, calibration companies, they really only charge like $75 for a pipette.
Yeah.
So it's really not
Those
worth
are
it.
really close markers.
Oh yeah, somebody explain how we do this.
This is diamond limit cut, except you don't ever have to get out of melee range. You only have to move once. It's super comfy.
Oh yeah, I've done this before. It's just that I have different markers for them. They're a little bit separate. I wasn't used to them being so close like that. Alright.
Your personal square will be 2, Mr. Tankman. And your direction is northeast when needed.
North. Okay.
And inner northeast, when applicable.
Gotcha.
What else would we do weird?
Do healers need to, like, we have our light party stacks. We're gonna take these these markers off your heads, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Also, I think that was the first time I've ever heard you have a story about equipment that wasn't some undergrads destroying it.
No, yeah, they
No, I think
destroyed it.
Yeah,
They-
I think that
that
was
still
it.
was that.
Yeah, that's
It was that. They did destroy it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad we're on brand.
Pipettes
Yeah.
are not meant to be crit that way.
No.
That is not the way they use.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think other than that, I mean, we'll probably have callouts just in case there's anything that's weird, but it's mostly just the Hector strats. We're doing 20 south.
20. Paladin or one sec.
Who's main tanking?
You are, Corvus.
Been
I've always-
volunteered.
I'm always off tank this fight, so this is the first for me. Alright.
Yeah, just home gang the first thing, you'll be fine.
Placeholder will be calling stuff out at least, so.
Okay. How much time do y'all want?
Time's not important, but a biggie dingy do is.
I mean,
No, it's
I mean,
at least 16 seconds.
okay.
Fine.
Because I had a team and they said, oh yeah, we want you to do 18 seconds, and I was like, okay.
Command for himself. Sides. Tank swap coming. You can reprisal this hit.
That's my bad, partially. Not sure why tank died though.
This next in front. Sides. In the middle. We're going to 4. Wait. Go. Check your debuffs.
That is not how I have done that before. What?
Tank swap. Light party stacks. We'll be at 1 and 3. Personal squares. Sides.
Oh, I am.
Catch 1. Check your timers and debuffs. 20's in the back.
Emax melee. Stand on this ring of the circle. Eight's in.
Get ready to cross. Cross.
I'm provoking because there's going to be Tank Buster and I'm not sickened.
Oh, you're fine.
I just want to explain.
Oh, this is the one I could have wanted. Do you have home gang?
Yeah, I won't get.
Yeah, go ahead. Here, have some more threat. I admit. Poly 5, listen for near or far. Oh, sorry, this is be in individual squares. And move shimmy if you have to. Wait for the dark dome, then walk into the square that has an X in it. Walk. This is the one that's the same as the first one. So watch your debuffs. Front back. Okay, now it's poly 5. Listen for near or far. This is far, so be on the X.
I'm gonna move diagonally.
Sides, over here. Get prepped for catch 2. I'll share this one. Got that. Okay. Get to either 1 or 2, depending on what side you need to be on. Make sure you're facing the way that's not going to hit the party.
Too many people on this green side. Am, did you just move to hit me? You did.
You're fine, just go on.
Sorry, I fidget.
Poly 6. Safe spot at 2. Be in the middle, be in the middle. Move. I might have been wrong.
Yep.
Man, I hate that one.
It's fine.
Last poly, this one's easy, just pay attention. Sides. Hey, well, we got enraged at least. Not a bad first pull. I was supposed to study poly 6 and I didn't. Tank Buster.
Okay, that first part that you're like, I've never done it that way. All we're doing is we're having the groups start on B or D, and whoever gets the meteor runs to a corner. It doesn't matter which corner you go to, as long as you get all the way to the corner.
Okay, it's.
Solenta, what's the trick for poly 6 that you had yesterday?
So if the two, so there's gonna be like 2 that are in corners, or 3 that are in corners, and then there's gonna be one that's like off a corner, right?
Yep.
So there's gonna be 2 that are like next to each other, and those are the only 2 that matter. So there's one here and one here, right? So if they're both plus, then it's the close here.
That's what it was, I thought. No.
Nope.
On the
Nope. It
last
was a
one?
plus. It was a plus and an X.
Ah.
So it's the opposite.
The other way that you can look at it is you look at the one that is not in a corner.
Right.
And if it's a plus, it's diagonal to the plus. If it's an X, it's 2 squares away from the X.
Okay, I can do that. That's easy enough. Alright. Yeah, catch 2. I think we're still fine to just cheese it like that, right? Tank Buster was on time?
Yep.
Or tank,
Yes, it was on time. It was on time. Nobody died from preventable damage.
Alright, yeah. Just a reminder, everyone, make sure you're facing your stuff the right way, and then we'll just cheese that for now. Until we care about parses. But other than that, I think we're fine, yeah?
Yep. Alright.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wah!
Oh yeah, Corvus, can you reprisal the first synergy, please?
Okay.
Not this thing. I mean the one we care about. Yeah. Front back.
You gonna revival it?
Yep. Snakes in front. Sides. In the middle. Safe spot at 2. Wait. Go. Check your debuffs. Mirror present.
Yep.
me light parties. At 1 and 3. Personal squares. Front back. Get ready for catch 1, check your timers and debuffs.
Don't step in yet.
Oh.
Salenta, did you tag me or did I get hit by something else before that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I got murked.
I was definitely just standing there where I should have been safe.
Bunnies have to take that first one because our debuff is still up from our first AoE.
I guess I'll stand another half a square out.
I'm not convinced that's what killed me. I don't know what it was, but I don't think it was you. For whatever that's worth.
Maybe Kanata dying.
Oh yeah, no, Kanata dying definitely. Like I got hit with both purple and green things at the same time. So, not optimal.
Front back. Snakes in front. Front back.
Oh, Henry's gonna push me.
I got hit by someone else. So what?
In the middle. Going to 1. No, I lied. It's 3. Go.
Send out a little bit.
Alright, check your debuffs. Holiday. You can get out. Oh, you taunted.
I was very confused because like healer died, and I was like, dumb.
No, next is light parties. Be at 2 and 4. Personal squares. Sides. Catch 1 coming up. Check your timers and debuffs.
I need another 20 inside with me.
8's in.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yep.
Cross.
I'm gonna slow raise. Fuck.
What time is it?
Apparently not.
Oh.
Might as well.
No.
We didn't learn catch 2.
No, we learned it.
Oh. Well then.
There's not.
Didn't matter.
Midori, what killed you?
Kanata.
Kill Midori. Not sure how. We were very far away.
Yeah, you can't go out at an angle. You gotta go straight back to your mark. Cause yeah, even you just clipped me with the very edge of it, but.
So Ollie and I would have clipped some.
No, we wouldn't have.
Not if you were on your marks. That's
If
carrot
you-
carrot measures or something. I don't know.
We would have been fine.
Like this is where I stand next to the person who's got 12. So like, if as long as you're on this, it should be fine. But if you come over here, you're gonna clip me.
Yeah, like the difference between here and here is enormous compared to the difference of the person that's over here. Like,
Yeah.
these two south people will never hit each other.
Yep. And when you're in, you can just be this much in on the other ring.
Like, north and south people should be running due north and south.
Yep. East and west should be running due east and west.
Okay.
And you can maintain 100% melee uptime.
other thing is like, I mean, I think people are not doing it now, but it's like, oh, I gotta get away from the other south person, so I'm like gonna stand here, and it's like, no, that's the worst. You okay, man?
COVID.
So no.
Yeah, no. Oh.
It's fine after
Okay, bad news. Okay. I'm already. I fat fingered my.
I need you to tell me what you need from me. Don't
I
at this point you finish
I'm
off,
so
my guy.
dumb,
Can we just
dude.
reset? 'Cause- yeah.
No, I'm
Like,
so dumb, dude.
Hey, other tank, run up and help or something
Yeah, I
along
need
those
help.
lines.
I'm dumb. Cause I'm not. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, at least it was early.
It's been a stressful week.
Take care of yourself, man. Like, your body's the most important thing.
Back.
That was DPS out.
Did I not have a tether?
I noticed a dead DPS conspicuously in.
Sometimes it be like it do. You don't get tethers.
That's bullshit.
I thought the last one went off.
Sides. Front back. In the middle. Going to 2. Go. Check debuffs. Next to me, light party stacks. Be at 1 and 3. Personal squares. Sides. Catch 1, check timers and debuffs.
Eight's in.
Cross.
Good job.
You got home? I got it. Poly 4, go to your squares, personal squares, if you can. Otherwise, shimmy. Step into the X's after the Dark Dome. Step.
Swap cardia targets.
Same as the first one for exchange. Check your debuffs. Sides. Poly 5, listen for near or far. This is far, be on the 2. Check for sides or fronts. Sides, come over here. And swap. Got it. Catch 2, be on 1 or 2, based on the side you need to be on. Make sure you're facing your debuff the correct way.
Hey!
Poly 6, I'll do my best.
Said 2.
Yeah, yeah. Be in the middle first, middle first. Walk to 2. Walk it home. Last poly, watch the floor. Nice and easy. Watch for fronts or backs. It's gonna be front back. Alright. I got hollowed, it's fine. Down the kitchen sink.
Oh, that's good enough.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming. And adapting to our jank.
I just happy I cleared it because every party finder that's it. Oh, it's a clear party finder. Go in there. Oh, not a clear party finder.
Yeah, we had somebody who joined right before us who was like, are you guys okay with just one chest? And we're like, well,
It's
maybe.
Wednesday. It's like maybe, but it's Wednesday. Come on.
Let me make sure I need these really quick.
I just need anything I get my hands on, really.
I rolled a 99 on those boots, so...
Yeah, you're getting those. Good
I feel
job.
like I've done that before and it was a 2, so I don't know if I believe you.
It is an actual 99.
You couldn't get the 2 because I got the 2.
Okay.
Well,
But I passed on everything else, so... Figured that would be fair.
Yeah, my unluckiness has prevailed today. I only got like 20s on everything.
that means I'm not getting anything.
I don't know, maybe this 36 will get me something.
What? What?
We're not gonna look at their 7, are we?
I mean, we could do like maybe
Step
10
in and
minutes.
die? Sure.
10 minutes of blind, if anyone wants to.
Oh, okay, sure. Why not?
Or we could step in and get banned for using illicit waymarks. Ooh.
Ooh.
I will report you.
You sound serious about that.
I am.
Oh.
Very serious. Super serious.
Hang on, I'm melding.
Oh yeah, your gear is gonna matter so much.
It's gonna matter a lot. The materia melds.
It's the principle of the thing. Okay, I'm done.
You can meld materia inside.
I have to talk to a materia melder because I...
Hey, I'm a materia melder.
I thought you... I don't...
Yeah.
Can you do that inside now?
Yep.
I mean, you can request repairs inside.
I heard this one is scary.
Apparently it's kind of a face roll till about halfway through.
Here, let me post the spoilers that I have.
I've seen the charts.
Sorry, this is what was P7S. Here we go. There we go. This is the spoilers. I don't know what any of these pictures mean.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently that's all you need to know to do Party Finder on JP servers. And you will get banned. You will get hella reported if you use those illegal waymarks. They do not like it over there.
They're illegal waymarks? Wait, what?
Yeah, so this is all I know from the memes this week is apparently some players used whatever waymark setting things to put waymarks on the locations. You know how the arena splits into 3 arenas that are connected with things? They put them on those places which are outside of the boundary of this initial area, and those waymarks are useful for was it? It is.
A lot of things,
I
actually.
I think it's. Oh yeah, the sleepopurgation, whatever. You can see that right there. Yeah, so they just put the waymarks where to stand for that particular mechanic. And then that player who made those waymarks initially, he got banned. And people are like, he's a hero. He's a hero to all of us. We can't get banned because we're just copying his waymarks. But he took the L for us.
Aww.
Let's see here. I learned that. I also learned that people are salty about the patch notes, and that apparently Jerry Seinfeld dated a 16-year-old when he was 38.
What the fuck?
Because it was
Not surprising.
It was part of an argument in Cutter's Cry.
Oh, I see.
So there
Things
you
you
go.
learn in leveling.
It's always Cutter's Cry.
Because this is all about 14. It's like,
That's your Final Fantasy 14 news for the week.
This all makes sense.
It's only Wednesday. And it's only Wednesday. Alright. Let's get some polls in.
Like 10 minutes worth of polls?
Yeah, like 10 minutes worth of polls.
I must set a timer.
It's probably like 100 polls.
It's gonna be one poll.
These are so off, but old deal. Also no deal.
These are not illegal waymarks. Oh yeah, every mechanic in this raid tier also has a bleed.
This first arrow.
That is a tank buster.
That.
I can
Thanks.
confirm.
Thanks.
Doesn't
The dispersed part means that you don't stand with us.
Well, y'all should have moved. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, then we're just at C, right?
I'm pretty sure we're at. Yeah.
No.
Oh wait, no, you can't.
Because it was the one you had to be at by A because it was the fists
Yeah, he
out.
was in the right spot.
Fists out.
Alright, good first one. Good first one.
At first, we've learned 3 things already.
That is a lot.
I guess I'll go to the west side when the tank split.
I mean, this arena is huge. You can probably go all the way up there to begin with.
But that feels weird.
What?
Getting up inside the boss.
Yeah. All the way in the
Another boss like
hitbox.
that. Oh, I forgot to turn off tank sense. Alright, I'm tanking, whatever.
I have my stance on. You just also have yours on.
No, I'm gonna shirk you. You got him. I'm gonna stand together with everyone because it's condensed.
Oh right.
Okay.
You
But the other
staying with
tank.
the tank.
Oh, it was condemned.
Hmm.
Alright. This one we want to be at C.
There's an AoE in the middle. We can't stand in the middle.
Oh.
Let me move to the side, I think. Oh, no, I'm bad. I'm bad. Wait, how do we do that?
We wanted to be at B.
Oh, was there an actual safe spot? I don't know.
Yeah,
On the
yeah,
other
there
side.
was.
I think it was B.
What do you know? Midori's alive.
Hey, Midori's paying attention. Holy 3.
Yeah, it looked like there was 2 that were going.
At the platforms, and then there's one going through the middle of the
Oh, is there a knockdown? No, it's just the birds.
of the bridges.
Dispersed arrow.
But they
That
can be
is,
like the close or the far side, so it's like there was 2 cardinals and 1 intercardinal that time.
You're alive.
I'm just trying to see mechanic.
I saw that clemency.
I'm trying to see mechanic.
I'm still judging.
I don't want to talk about it.
Wind and bleed? Jeez, that's unfair.
So
Guess I'm gonna be
AoE
using plenary on cooldown for this fight.
You get to hit your buttons.
Also,
Really?
I went a full like 2.5 weeks before I noticed you were playing White Mage.
Really? What did you think I was playing?
Astronaut.
But you weren't getting cards.
I mean, I was also not doing DPS.
If I am Astro, I will give you cards. I will give everybody cards.
You get a card, and you get a card. It's like a Hallmark holiday.
I love all of my DPS equally.
That's not true. I never get cards.
I guess we could reprisal that first tank buster.
Yeah, so this time we're gonna go D.
Wait, now? You can't
Yes.
go good now. Or... Wait,
You can if you recognize it pretty fast. You can get up there.
I mean, you can also start in the middle instead of starting all the way at C.
Tam was standing in the right spot though.
Thank God, it's 30 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
we might as well start in the middle.
Good point. Right, last pull?
That's one.
For science.
Science.
Damn, you can like
You
be
can
aggressive with that.
go far.
What the hell is...
Oh,
Oh my god.
Well, that wasn't me.
Yeah, that was me.
What happened?
Sarah took the first
Got
one.
reprisal.
Oh.
Thing is gonna give me a nightmare.
Oh, now I see it.
Alright, it's one eyeball and two wiggly things. Oh yeah, you bait these somehow.
What?
Oh, I didn't even see that she was smacking the ground.
No arrow for me, thank you.
We learned a mechanic.
Yay!
We did. Alright.
Is that it?
Yep.
Alright, congrats on your clears.
Thank you for helping me.
Thank you for
And
helping us.
see 7 out of 8 of you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I will not be here, I don't think. So, have a nice day. And if you ever need me, you just pick me again. Or
Okay.
DM me, or whatever you want. Alright, have a nice night.
You too.
See ya.
Yeah, night.
Yep, good night. Also, Kanata, sorry if I sounded a little harsh when I asked you to swap Cardia targets, but I could not figure out why he kept dying. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, it wasn't just that though.
It was not just Cardia. He was very squishy.
But
Said
But
his
I was
gear was
out.
only 610.
I was out of single targets, and I was like, I need a band-aid.
I was not in range to even switch the Guardian target.
Oh no!
It's like, I can't do that. Is this up? Nope, nope. I guess I have Duratroll. That's a cooldown. I think I pushed 2 Duratrolls and I was like, well, now I can't do this AoE
Wait, I
thing.
think it's Druocole, isn't it?
Druocole.
Druocole.
Druocole, whatever.
It's lustrate. It's
Lustrate.
just lustrate.
Lustrate.
It's just lustrate.
It's sad lustrate.
Wait, it's the same as Lustrate.
What were you guys doing in Duty Finder is what I'm curious about.
Party Finder, right?
Yeah.
You guys were in Duty Finder.
I mean, that's what it does
I
when you
I guess
queue
when
up.
you guys queue up for it, okay.
Yeah, until all 8 people hit OK. But no, we were not doing it with randos.
Okay. I was like, what's going on?
Alright.
Okay, good night.
Nada, do you have literally any other job?
Nope. Astro?
Alright, I guess at least it'll be fast.
What are you guys doing in the run?
Oh, we're just doing expert. We were just random. I was going to try to randomize the roll, but Kanata can't even DPS.
Literally no other jobs?
Astro.
Literally no non-healer jobs.
Does not have even summoner at level 87
Wow.
or at level 90.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess Scholar's 87 still.
Phew. 'Cause my tank sucks.
Let me meld.
Get me out of here.
Where is here?
Labyrinth of the Ancient.
I really want them to rebalance. I like
Machinist?
impose. Ha 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 ha!
My SAG class! I miss it so much.
I want them to rebalance the alliance raids, just like slap an eye level cap on it so that they're not just. And I don't care. They can redesign Labyrinth of the Ancients to make it more Care Bear, whatever. It's just.
There's actually no mechanics.
It is completely uninteresting.
It is.
I actually fall asleep in there. Even when I'm not tired.
Alright, I'm ready.
It's
So
like,
yeah.
What's being done here other than punching things?
No, you're not even punching things. You're spending most of the time running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Trying to
literally
get
spent
them-
like a third of the time running.
So yeah, that's probably one of the
I
first
don't know, I
things
sit
that I
by
would
the thingy
change.
and wait for people to activate the Aetherites.
That's
Yeah.
actually the smart move,
I
but
cheat!
I refuse to. I refuse to be that person.
I'm lazy. Especially in like Ravenaster. Especially when you get to the waterwork part.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
want. That is the one place where I will do that. Like, it gets me there no faster by going the distance myself. So why should I?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I understand like it being novel at like the first couple of times, but after a while, all these long walks around different parts of the fight is literally like nothing.
And if you played Final Fantasy XII, you're like, oh wow, yeah, I recognize this part.
Again, like the first time.
The first time.
Yeah, literally.
Yes.
No.
Why are we walking so much?
I think actually the difference between Labyrinth and Ancient and some of the other ones is that in Labyrinth, you're running up around. You're basically like you know that first walk to the first boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a giant fucking room. Like there's nothing there. But like in Ravenaster, like you're exploring and doing stuff, and like the density is much more interesting than just like a walk across a big room.
Right.
Like that's the worst kind of time sink because you're not even like exploring. You can already see where you're going. It
No,
just takes you 45 seconds to run there.
It's very much like old World of Warcraft, like raid dungeons, right? Like they're just huge for the sake of being huge.
Yeah.
To give it a sense of scale, and like turns out scale isn't interesting. That's why nobody has a one-to-one video game to real life, because real life is a shit game. Large scale, full of like sparsely populated anything is just not interesting.
I think it's especially true when there's literally nothing you can like interact with, right? It's like you're like literally just walking down a corridor. It's like, well, there's nothing going on here. I get to see the scenery over and over again every time I run this content, and it's like it gets really, really old and really, really dumb and boring after like
the third time. Let's be the thing is like if you do anything enough, it becomes boring.
Well,
so if you want to have any level of exploration at all, you have to have like some level of running around. Because another one thing I hate is the modern dungeon design, which is like 2 hallways with 2 packs, then a boss, then 2 hallways with 2 packs, and then a boss, and then 2 hallways with 2 packs and a boss, and that is the whole dungeon, and there is nothing else to it. There's not like a longer walk. There's no choices to be made. Like there's no where you're going or seeing anything. Like
yeah, if you're lucky, there's maybe a section where you go for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And like you're like falling or something like that.
Like 81, I think, is the most interesting dungeon. The one in the tower.
Tower of Zod.
Yeah, like it was. I mean, it's gross and it's ugly, but like, it was at least a relatively visually interesting dungeon.
Well, I think that was the whole point of that dungeon.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yes, that was. I guess that was not an accident, but I'm just saying, like.
Yeah. Why does that have to be the like exclusive holder of visually interesting dungeons?
Because you have dungeons like Armvale.
Oh my god.
No, you can't compare anything to 1.0 or 2.0 content.
Because like Stone Ritual.
2.0 content.
Okay, Mount Gold was pretty cool.
Mount Gold was amazing, but like, why are these always on the like leveling roulette tracks, and like the expert tracks are just?
That's true, actually.
When people complain, I thought it was because people complain.
Yeah, people complain it was too hard.
People want expert to be really fast. They don't want to have to actually think or have to do stuff.
But and that's exactly the point. Is that the whole sort of concept of MMORPG has just become mindless grindfest instead of things like, oh, let me enjoy the scenery. It's literally they want things to be fast and cookie cutter.
People don't like being frustrated because, like, the number of times people failed Stone Ritual or Vault, any of the other like harder dungeons. That's not like
right. And the other thing is there is inherently, a cost of failing things that are impacting you.
Well,
but it might not be at your own mistake or your own incompetence.
The thing is that people. In an MMO like Final Fantasy, failure is about 50 times overblown compared to what its actual impact is. People fucking panic and they quit the game when they cause a wipe. Like, there are some people, like, if they cause a wipe and everybody knows that they caused the wipe, they'll just quit the dungeon out of embarrassment.
So, like, if you never fail, then it's completely uninteresting because it means that you were never in danger. It's like, it's not even like a roller coaster ride where it's like, ooh, spooky, and then you get out. It's like the kiddie roller coaster ride that just goes like up and down a couple of hills, and you're like, this is actually boring.
Yeah.
I had no chance of ever losing.
And that's the thing. I feel like people's expectation of MMO is just inherently lack those level of dangers. It almost feels like that nowadays.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to get into the blame game, but like, they don't have to, like, they chose to listen to those people.
But that's the thing, is like people will be like, if I wanted those kind of games, I'll go play Elden Ring. I'm like, well then, I guess,
there is a slight discrepancy between expert, like even the hardest dungeons in Final Fantasy and Elden Ring.
And it's like and that's the thing. I feel like, you know, the other thing is like it feels really, really silly that people have carry over those kind of expectations into things like Savage. So I'm like, I think like the end game is that one place where, you know, people should be relatively free to make mistakes and learn. But like people are like, oh, go watch a video and be perfect at it, you know, by the day after the content's release. You know, incessantly toxic, which people feel like it should be the norm.
Like, but not every piece of content in this game needs to be equally challenging, right? But like,
right,
expert is literally end game. It is literally end game content.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't feel like people view expert as an end game content anymore. It's just
Right.
literally like a grind.
But that's because of also the devs have catered to that. They have chosen to listen to that.
No,
Yes,
I mean,
It's
about
pretty.
people's expectations.
It's pretty funny that like expert, which like they even market with like 3 stars. Like this is expert. It's for experts, and it is less difficult than most of the leveling roulettes, which is supposed to be the actual Care Bear content.
I feel like, you know, like I'd rather, you know, have them go in a direction where, you know, expert could be like much harder and will actually like also entail rewards.
Well,
You know,
I mean,
they need to
they
hype
have
it.
that. They have that coming up. That's the limited dungeons or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but then would that be, you know?
Like the base level is difficult. It's the new Palace of the Dead. Like,
But they have to put these things out when
It's like every time they
it
have
just
to
makes
add
the
these
other
new
dungeons
content.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, but it's like I'm like it's you know.
It's Palace of the Dead without the overpowered items in it.
I feel like that should be called the new expert, and like, you know, the whole other thing should be like called, like the current expert should be called something else.
it should be
That's how
called
I feel.
farming.
Yeah,
It's Tome Farm, the roulette.
Or like just
How about they just delete the current expert and say, oh, okay, enjoy this new mode. Otherwise,
or yeah, I mean like just merge it
Otherwise,
into
you
level,
can't get tomestones.
no, just merge it into a level 90 dungeon.
I mean,
You know,
even
people
with the
can
new
complain about it all they want, but they, you know, you clearly can hit the tombstone cap every week just by running, you know, expert dungeon 5 times right now.
the new mode is also going to have a hard mode and then a hard mode. Like,
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that-
but I'm like that should be a content just doesn't really give any like tombstones at all. It's just like, you know, you do it for other things.
No, the new mode will just be the equivalent of expert.
Right.
Like, if you want to do the regular mode of the new content, that's the equivalent of what current expert is. That's fine. But like,
Okay.
don't waste time and effort developing this expert content that is just fucking garbage.
I don't know if this is a branding issue or if this is like you think that
Many
the
different
rewards
things.
should be tied differently, but like
No,
they're not.
I don't think they should waste time making it in the first place.
Like what, making expert dungeons in the first place?
Making
like this dungeon?
making boring dungeons just for the purpose of grinding that have no challenge at all.
But that's the thing. They're like always like, technically what experts are right now is just additional story dungeons. That's what it is. Like every time an expert comes out, it's tied to the story, and they want to create less dungeons. As a matter of fact.
Yeah. Well, we'll.
I'm not sure how. Like,
Like if, for example, running the normal mode for once gave you all the tomes for the week, would anyone ever do expert?
If there are other things that
No.
were tied to it.
If there's an easier way to get tomestones for the week, people
Well-
would not run expert.
no, but see, nobody's asking about an easier way.
I'm just more.
harder.
I'm just. Yeah. Though I'm just more on the lines of like, whatever the new content is supposed to be. If it's again, it's like harder. I should just say, it doesn't give tombstones. So like people who are grindy, who just wants to get done with shit and not touch the game for another 3 days can do it. But it shouldn't be at the expense of people who want to do harder things.
I just don't like the fact that they waste their time making boring shit.
They don't want to. They want to move away from dungeons. That's why they've reduced the numbers.
But they're never going to stop making dungeons, so why not make them as if they
Well,
make
I mean, the dungeons. It's like they're saying it's tied into story. So
Yeah, it's literally a story experience.
And as a story experience, I don't think it's boring.
I think they're just very
running it
boring.
once.
Yeah, running
Like-
it once is fine. Like you're leveling them, you run it like maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, and they have those like solo things that were part of the MSQ. That's like, oh yeah, go do this very elaborate like solo instance.
Yeah.
Like the the spaceship mecha thing you gotta do. That was pretty cool. But that was cool once. Imagine having to do space mechas like every day.
Play your Gundam game.
I don't like grinds in general. I'm fine with them, like to a certain degree. I think expert is not the worst, but having to do it 4 or 5 times a week is not the end of the world.
I mean, if they're gonna make it repetitive, might as well make it right. That's where my gripe comes in. Is I'm like, if you're gonna make expert, I mean, just don't call it expert because it's not expert at all.
So your gripe is the branding issue.
Really, mostly the branding, and like, I think there should be harder content like separately if we want harder dungeons.
Well, your wish is granted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're adding the like legit harder content. They're not going to change the name of expert because it's too like the branding is not important.
Okay.
Right? Like they might as well just call it that it's the top level tombstone dungeon because that's literally all it is.
Right.
Superior Omega Ultra dungeons. But I mean, I would certainly be also in favor of having these hard modes. Like if you do the Ultra mode of the dungeons, which is very hard, you can get 400 in one go, and it takes 25 minutes.
I mean, even if it was only twice as much, yeah, I would do it just because it's more interesting
and more fun to play. Yeah.
Or if you do both and cap in 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could do one. You could do expert, the shit tier expert, and the normal expert, and get 270 tombstones in one day.
Right.
And like you probably wouldn't want to like pug the super hard one. So you still have the option of just pugging the regular one 5 times.
Because like that would certainly be my solution, right, to the complaint of people who don't want to do boring stuff, repetitive, over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just give something hard. But
Yeah, there is a